everybody, this is Kim, just coming to you with a quick tutorial on something you can do maybe if you're running out to go to the store, or if you're very minimal and you just want to do something to give you a finished polished look. This is going to be the look for you. So I've already washed and moisturized my face, and usually what I'll do now, after I've washed my face, I'll use the Avon Anew Neutralizer Anti-Pollution Serum. It looks like this in the black bottle. And then I'll use a another moisturizing serum. I'll either use the Elemis Superfood, I guess it's pronounced Sika Calm hydration juice. Looks like this. You can get it from Sephora, or I will use the Innisfree. Let me put my glasses on for this one. I'll use the Innisfree Intensive Hydrating Serum with green tea seed. And I had a little sample from BoxyCharm, I think, or either from when I bought something from Sephora. This came from BoxyCharm, but you can purchase it at Sephora. This one, I believe I got it as a sample from Sephora when I purchased something. So these are some hydrating serums that I typically use. I also used the Murad Hydrodynamic Ultimate Moisture for eyes, and I've used that under my eyes just to kind of wake up my eyes in case I'm tired, or just for hydration under there too, because of course the older you get, the drier your skin gets. Even if you feel like you've had oily skin, you still need to moisturize really well to take care of your skin. And then as a moisturizer, I use the Olay Regenerist Whip with sunscreen, and this sunscreen is SPF 25, and it looks like this. You can buy this from Walgreens, I believe Walmart, Target, CVS, probably Rite Aid. So I use this every day. And of course, whether you are light or the darkest brown or cocoa color, you always need to use sunscreen, and especially on your face. It's important for me to use because I have hyperpigmentation, which I'll talk about in another video. But it's still important for us to use sunscreen to protect our skin. So like I said, I've done all of that, and what I'll start off with is my brows. Usually, if I'm just running out, then I won't spend as much time on my brows as I might if I am if I'm going out to a special event, or if I'm going to church. I'll just try to do the minimal just to get some brows on, like I said, to give it a finished look. And so whereas if I was going out, I might use this black brown from ColourPop eyebrow pencil, and a lighter one for the part closest to my nose, kind of to match my hair, or just to give it a more natural look. Usually if I'm just running out and trying to do something quick, I'll stick with this one and just try to do it lightly. So let's see if I can get this done quickly. So my other video, I heard y'all when you asked, Kim, why are you not talking? I had my friend Jamel. She's so funny. And all you guys who know Jamel, you know how she is, how she talks. But she's like, Kim, I don't know what I'm doing, and I need to hear you talk, and maybe you need to sit down with me. So I'm gonna try to talk in my videos. If I'm not able to do that because of things going on, then I will learn how to edit and do a voiceover. This is new to me, trying to do these videos. So I will definitely take the time to learn and do a voiceover so that you guys will know what I'm doing. So all I'm doing now is just really filling in and just putting brow where there isn't any. There's areas the area, if you noticed when I first started, the areas on the end, on either end of my brows is non-existent. And it's not because I over plucked or anything, but it's basically, it's hereditary. My mother's eyebrows are like that. My younger sister's eyebrows are that way. I think my older sister is the only one of us that still has all her brow, I believe. So I'm just kind of filling it in. And usually I can get it where, you know, get it in a way where it'll still look pretty natural. So you don't want to, I'm doing very light strokes when I do it. And although I'm not necessarily trying to pay attention to do individual hair-like strokes, I am trying to do it pretty lightly so that, which is the reason why usually I'll use a lighter pencil near the front part so that it'll look more natural. And then I'll just take the spoolie end and run the spoolie through it just to distribute the pencil through the hairs. The places where I do have hair, I try not to bother the place where I know I don't have anything. Now, normally, if I'm rushing, I may not do this step, but today I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to use my concealer, and this concealer is LA Girl Pro Concealer. I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of you out there that are familiar with this. You can get it from a lot of the drugstores, beauty supply stores. I'm using the one in Fawn, the color Fawn. It's a little lighter than my skin tone. And I'm just going to kind of clean it up, clean my brow up a little bit, just to give it a more, like I said, give it a more finished look. And also, like I said, also just to clean up underneath of it in case I, you know, my line wasn't straight or anything like that. Now, you definitely don't have to do this, but this is something that, like I said, I like to do because since I have to draw a portion of my brows in, it just helps it, gives it a cleaner look. And it also, like, because I'm not going to be wearing a lot on my face today, it gives a more it brings out that area of where my brow bone is. It brings that area out because the concealer is lighter, so it kind of like highlights it highlights that area. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other one. Another thing that I want to say is that I have learned from, not only from a lot from YouTubers that I've watched over the years, definitely, but just in my own experience, to stop trying to get my brows to look alike. It rarely ever happens. And it's okay, because if they were, you know, if I had nice full brows and they were growing in still the way they used to, they wouldn't look exactly the same. So I've stopped trying to get them to look the same. Now on this side, I know it looks as though the concealer is super bright, but that's because this is the side of my face where the hyperpigmentation is, and so it does look a lot brighter than the other side normally. But it is the same concealer. It's just, like I said, it's going to look brighter because this is the side of my face where the hyperpigmentation is. So, and what I'm doing after I put the concealer there is I'm just kind of patting it in, or just blending it out so that you can't see that harsh line. This takes a little practice, and like I said, it's not something that you have to do. If you feel like you don't want to, or you just don't have time to do it, that's totally fine. You don't have to. All right, so next I use a because I'm just running out to the store, I'm just going to go ahead and put my primer on. And because I'm not necessarily looking to to stay super matte or anything, I'm going to use this one by Maybelline called Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I find that this is a really good primer for giving you a smoother look. But to some extent, it just gives your foundation a nice canvas to work with. So I'm just putting that all over. I believe it is a silicone based primer, so it does have kind of like a slippery feel to it. It is clear, and you can buy it in the drugstore. Maybe I believe $6 or $7, something like that. Can't remember what drugstore I bought it from, but you can find it at Target, Walmart, Walgreens most of the time. So there, just put that on. Now, today, like I said, because I'm not looking for a lot of coverage, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a CC cream. This is the Mary Kay CC cream. I like this because it adjusts to your skin tone. Yeah, that's basically why I like it. It may be a little pricey for some people. It is $20, and you do have to find a Mary Kay consultant to purchase it. But it is very good, and because it's a CC cream, it has ingredients that are good for your skin. So I'm not going to use a lot. I do sometimes have a tendency to use a lot, but I'm going to try not to use a lot today. So I just squirted one squirt on my hand, and I'm just going to dot it on my forehead, my nose, each cheek, and my chin. And basically, I'm not even going to use a brush for this. I'm just going to blend it into my skin using my hands. That's why I like the CC cream too, because I don't necessarily need to use a brush for this. I'm just going to blend it in, avoiding, of course, my my eyebrows that I just took time to make look pretty. Like I said, this doesn't give you a lot of coverage, and especially for someone like me who has hyperpigmentation. But once it's on, it does begin to adjust to my skin tone, and it does give me a little bit of coverage, and it does begin to even out my skin tone just a bit. Now, if you notice, you can still see the hyperpigmentation here and here and on my forehead, but it's not as much as it was before. So the next thing that I'll usually do is I will take I'll take a foundation powder in my shade. The one I like to use is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder. It looks like this. Again, you can get this at any drugstore, Target, Walgreens, CVS. I believe Walmart sells it. The only thing about some of these stores, though, is that you may not be able to get some of the darker shades in the store. You might have to order it online because, unfortunately, I guess they feel like, the thing that's always been said, that we don't spend money on stuff like this when we actually do. And if they had it in the store, we would definitely be buying it. So you may have to purchase it in the store, online. The color that I use right now, because it's the summertime, actually, I had the wrong one, is this one. It's N8, neutral 8. That's what the N stands for. And I'll just take, this is just the e.l.f. powder brush. What you may want to do, and what I'm thinking about doing actually, is get a brush that's specifically for a powder foundation. that probably would work a little better, but this is what I have, so this is what I'm going to use. This one does work perfectly fine, and it's inexpensive. You can get it from the drugstore again. So, and I just pat in it like that, and I just begin to set that CC cream. And not only does this set your CC cream, but it also adds additional coverage. Oh, that's a lot better. Okay, I'm gonna try to do my forehead without disturbing my eyebrows. There we go. And I'll get my eyes, give a little bit of coverage up there. Now, and that's it. That's it for the for that part. Now, one thing that I'll do if I'm trying not to do the most is I'll use some kind of blush that or I'll use a bronzer first. Let me say that. And I really do like this bronzer from Becca. I believe I purchased this a while ago from Sephora. The color on this one is, I believe, Maui Nights. Let me make sure. Maui Nights. Boy, I tell you, these over 40 eyes, over 50 eyes or something else. And I'll just take my blush brush. This is a brush, a nice fluffy brush that I bought from BH Cosmetics. I'm not even sure how much I paid for it, but I'm pretty sure it was under $8 or $10. And I just swirl it in there. And then I just I brush it on, just like this. And it just adds a little bit of color to my cheeks. If I think I've done too much, I'll take my powder brush and just pounce my powder brush right there, and it'll mute it out a little bit. And then I will take, you don't have to do this, but because I can, when it comes to makeup, I just like it. I'll take a highlighter, or what I actually do is take another blush, which is, this one is by Milani. It's called Luminoso. And although it is a blush, the color is very very light on me, and it actually, for me, acts like a highlighter. And so I'll just take my highlighter brush. I know it looks dirty because it is. And I'll just put it right up here above where I put that bronzer. And if you notice, you can see that little highlighted part. And sometimes I might do right here above my eyebrows. You don't have to do that. That's just me. And I may do right here on the tip of my nose, even though that part of my face is going to be highlighted enough when I get out in this heat and start sweating. All right, and basically one of the last things that I'll do is put on some mascara. I have the Too Faced Better Than Sex. This is a sample that I purchased. But I love this mascara. It works wonders for your eyelashes. I love it. And so, all right, guys. All right, I'm back. Hubby called, trying to get ready for this trip to Williamsburg. All right, so again, my lashes. I'll do my bottom lashes first, and that way I won't get mascara on my eyelid when I'm having to look up. I try to start as close to the base of my lashes as possible, so that I can get that I don't know, that definition, or so you can see it. And then I'll do my top lashes. And like I said, I'll get as close to the base of my lash as possible. I'll also do the top and bottom part of my lash. This does take a little bit of practice, so don't get frustrated if you have to work at it a little bit, because it doesn't come easy to everybody. I do recognize that. There we go. Trying not to have that frowny look while I'm doing it. I want to have a pleasant look while I'm doing my mascara for you guys. Look pleasant, not frowny. And it does not have to take you as long as it took me to do it. I'm just, like I said, I can be a little bit extra when it comes to this, but that's just me. I like makeup, and so I take that extra time. And the last thing that I do is use my lip gloss, and this is Milani's Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Gloss in Rosy Bronze. This is the same lip gloss that I used in my first video. So I'll just take this, put it on. No lip liner needed or anything. It's got a nice color for women of color, whether you're brown, tan, chocolate, whatever your shade is. And I like Milani's lip glosses because they're not sticky. They're nice and smooth. They smell a little minty, but they don't feel funny. They don't make your lips tingle or anything. They make your lips tingle a little bit, but they're inexpensive. I think you can get them in the drugstore, but I always order mine online so I can make sure that I get the shade that I want. I think the last time I got them, I may have ordered like three of them. So these are really good if you are a lip gloss girl. Like I said, they're not sticky. They don't have any crazy smell. And they're inexpensive. So this is good, Milani. And this is our finished look for just running out of the house. So if you have any questions, just leave me a comment. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.